Hi, this is Shelley Hoffman with PAC-B TV and Ask the Expert. And today our expert is Karin Delaney, right here in Baldwinsville. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking.
And she's going to talk to us about estate planning. She gets asked quite a few questions about that, so she thought she'd take this time and explain a little bit to us.
Sure, thank you. And people always ask me, what are the basic estate planning documents that we should have? And what I tell them is estate planning directs not only your assets at your death, but can also put the right people in the right place to carry out your wishes.
That makes sense.
So the main thing that we want to make sure we have is a last will and testament. And the last will and testament is the document that distributes our assets how we wish and appoints the people to carry that wish out. It can also be a place to appoint guardians for minor children, if there are minor children. And it can also be a place to create trusts for maybe disabled beneficiaries or minor beneficiaries. So the will is very, very important. Another document that's very important is a durable power of attorney. So the durable power of attorney is the document that if we should lose our competence, our mental capabilities while we are alive, but need someone to handle our financial affairs, the power of attorney is where we do that. And so a durable power of attorney, very, very important document in the estate plan. And lastly, for healthcare purposes, a healthcare proxy and living will. Those two documents go together in New York State.
Okay.
The healthcare proxy is the form that names an individual to make healthcare decisions on your behalf if you are not capable of doing that. And the living will is an expression of your wish as to end-of-life care. So those two documents work together, very, very important documents to have.
And the living will, that's something like the do not resuscitate or
Yes.
feeding tubes,
Correct.
those types. Because those are really hard decisions for family members to make.
Absolutely.
So if you make them in advance, that would be
Absolutely, and that's often the document that people have the hardest time with.
Yeah, I can see that. There's also a lot of questions in regards to trusts.
Yes, so I get a lot of questions about, do I need a trust? There's a lot of conversation over the fence from neighbors. I have a trust, do I need a trust? What does a trust do? Trusts come in a lot of different forms. There are trusts that we create while we're alive. There are trusts that are created under a will that do not really get created until we pass away. There are trusts that are fully revocable and changeable, and there are trusts that are irrevocable. And depending on the concern or the need or the wish, we use different trusts for different reasons. A lot of people ask about irrevocable trusts, which is a very common type of trust to protect our assets from nursing home care or long-term health care expense.
And what exactly does that mean, irrevocable trust?
Irrevocable trust is a trust that is created that we cannot change while we're alive. And it's a bit more restrictive than other types of trust. The trade-off is that it is the best trust to use to protect assets from long-term care costs.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Seems like there's a lot involved, which of course this would be because this is planning for people. If you had any advice as far as when to start, is that something that, like, I'm in my 40s, is it something that I should be thinking of? Do I wait till I'm a little bit older?
My clients are as young as 18 and as old as 100.
Wow.
So I have a lot of college students that are going back to college, and mom and dad understand the importance of a good power of attorney and healthcare proxy to be able to take care of their finances perhaps when they're in college. And if something should happen, you know, from a healthcare standpoint, they've also signed a good healthcare proxy. A lot of times younger, if they don't come to me at that stage of life, a lot of clients will come to me when they buy a house or when they have young children. So that's when it starts, but really 18 and above
Wow, I'll be honest, I would not have thought about that. That's interesting. So, Roy, thank you for your time today, Karin. Hopefully, if you have more questions, and I'm sure I definitely have more questions, email PAC-B TV2019@gmail.com and ask any questions. They'll get the question over to Karin, and she can get the answers back to you. And if you have questions for another expert, again, let us know, please. Thanks for being here again, Karin.
Thank you, Shelley.
And we'll see you pretty soon. Bye.